Not so much a youngster at this point, but Brighton's got another one for you. Let's check him out. Kaoru Mitoma. Yes, he is 25 years old, definitely a lot older than we generally check out on these player profiles, but he looks fantastic. And a lot of people, I mean, if you're not looking for someone youngsterish and you have to kind of groom, this could be your guy. 25 years old, like I said, Japanese, contracted to Brighton, 21 to 64 million. Might be a little on the more expensive side, but if you can get him closer to that 21, good luck. 20K per week is fantastic to look at. But look at these numbers. He does play in that AML role, but 18 dribbling. You got some 14s and 15s, first touch and long shots, 14 technique, acceleration and pace, 17 and 16, fantastic. So he's got a lot of fantastic numbers, a lot of pretty good numbers. He's not going to be growing as much as a lot of the other ones that we've already covered, but I wanted to check him out anyway, because again, if you don't want to spend the money on a youngster and then kind of wait to see how he develops, you already got one right here that you can throw into your team as a regular starter, or, you know, maybe not in Man City or Liverpool, but at least a pretty good backup that can do the job and do a job well. So what I do see, however, on, you know, right off the bat as an AML, crossing of 11's not fantastic. So if you like to have your wingers cross it in, that might be a little bit of a problem. It's a little low for my taste. Heading of 8, not great. Long throws, you don't care. Marking 8, he's not going to be doing a lot of defensive stuff that way. But tackling of 8, definitely not. But overall, the rest of his numbers, I would say, still look pretty good. He doesn't have a lot of milestones, but he's got a couple. He's got first international cap, first international goal against Australia at age 24. Made his senior club debut, scored for his senior club. And as you can see, his club-wise, we'll already go straight into the stats, but started out in Japan. I'm not going to pronounce these names. Moved on a free to Akashi Presteza. I don't know. Then loaned out back to his former club, and then bought by Brighton for a whopping $2.5 million. Loaned to RU Saint Gilloise, I don't know, in Belgium, back to Brighton. I do want to know where he's going to go after that, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to end his career at Brighton. You never know, he could. But his stats, again, looking pretty good for someone to stay at Brighton, unless Brighton just picks it up and kicks it on, keeps all their wonder kids. So with all that said, let's check out 10 years from now and see if he's still playing. So the year is actually 2032, not 33 this time. He does retire at the end of the season. As you can see, plans to retire on 6/28/32. His numbers definitely have gone up since the time that we last looked at him. He is 35 years old, 79 caps to his name, 22 to 65K. I mean, obviously, as you would expect, his physicals have just gone down. Still better than some. Acceleration of 10 is better than some of the ones we've seen, but mentals are very well in the green. He's got a couple of technicals in the green, brought his crossing up, which is fantastic to see. So yeah, he's definitely improved since the last time we took a look at him. He can now play across the entire AMC, AML, or line. But one thing you can take a look at, he's at Sporting right now in Portugal. You can see he made his way in the 2030-31 season on a free. He did very well at Brighton, you have to admit. All in the Premier League, too. So Brighton stayed in the Premier League. Unfortunately, in 23, he didn't play all that much. 1 goal, 668. Definitely time to move on in his last season at Brighton. And then moved on to Sporting. Played there for a couple of seasons. He played in the B League, apparently. But yeah, this season he didn't play much at all. So definitely time to retire. I was actually thinking maybe he had an injury issue last season, but it doesn't look like it. He's had 2 majors, a bunch of moderates in that 28 to 24. So about 4 years of moderates and a major. Not great, but since then, 1 moderate in 29, and that's it. So everything else slight. He is really not injury prone whatsoever. This series right here is a little worrisome, but beyond that, I mean, slight, all since 28, all through 31. Yeah, it's not really bad at all. Milestones, he did get named to a lot of seasonal best 11, Japan, Brighton, Carabao Cup winners with Brighton, there you go, another trophy, or a trophy. FA Cup winners with Brighton, another trophy, that's it. Released on a free transfer, signed by Sporting on a free. named in seasonal best 11s for both Japan and Sporting, and then Portuguese under-23 Premier League champions, sadly when he went down to the under-23s, but not a trophy cabinet full of trophies, but I mean, I think he's still done well. He was 25 when we started out, so we weren't expecting a whole lot from him like we've seen in plenty of others. 2 winners' medals that Mitoma has collected during his career, Emirates FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, as we saw. So overall, still not too bad of a career. Still one to take a look at, especially if you need someone to slot directly into your squad right now. I would definitely scout him out. So, but that is it for the career of Kaoru Mitoma. I am 7FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.